Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm awesome. I've had a really productive week. I'm extremely interested in Sasuke vs Gaara, and also the Sand Ninjas are about to launch an attack on the Leaf Village, so let's not waste any time and get straight into it.
Hello, Guy. How are you feeling, Lee? Are you alright?
Maybe it's because it's been a while since we've seen Kakashi, but he looks real fine. What is it about the mask, his neck and collarbones that just makes me go all fluttery inside? The longer hair too. He notices Sakura's sad face and apologizes for not keeping in touch. He really should have checked on her, or at least let her know that Sasuke hadn't been kidnapped by the creepy snake man that attacked them in the Forest of Death. Ino expects Sakura to get angry because of this, but she just accepts it, says it's fine. This really shows how depressed she actually is. She asks him about the curse mark on Sasuke's neck, and he tells her it's nothing to worry about, and that is a lie. I feel bad seeing her so down. Kakashi notes the Anbu in the audience and thinks they're not enough. Guy suggests that they're probably spread throughout the entire village, and lightens things up by saying he'll be watching his student closely. After all, they're still rivals.
Sorry, did you say something?
Oh, you make me so mad, Kakashi! Oh, why do you always have to act so cool?
Gaara and Sasuke square up. The match begins and things get weird immediately. Gaara begins talking to his mother, who is dead.
Don't get so mad at me. Mother.
There are just so many levels to this boy. I thought we knew what his deal was, but it seems there's still much more to be discovered. What is going on in his mind? He manages to calm down, but Gaara's calm down is not like everyone else's. He's dealing with more monsters than just the one inhabiting his body. The fight begins with Gaara making a sand clone to fight Sasuke. As we learned from his fight with Rock Lee, speed is the best way to get around the sand shield, and Kakashi clearly shared that information with his student. Both Guy and Lee remark on how similar Sasuke's movements are to Lee's. Kakashi did have his Sharingan uncovered for a portion of that fight. Did he baby bird that information to Sasuke, Sharingan to Sharingan? I don't think that's how it works, but that image makes me chuckle.
What's wrong? What, you know this guy? Come on, there's no way you could. Hold on, I don't get it. What are you talking about? At the examination?
Oh, Akamaru and Kiba. This was not very well played in terms of being a good ninja. You're supposed to be stealthy. I really hope Kabuto doesn't do anything bad. And why is no one offering Lee a seat? The poor guy is on crutches. He's badly wounded. Sasuke continues to move very fast and lands a few blows on Gaara. The Uchiha kid is living up to the hype and I'm impressed. What did Kakashi do to him while they were gone? Sensei explains that Sasuke copied Lee's taijutsu with his Sharingan when they fought what feels like a lifetime ago but was only a month. We did see him use a variation of it in his own fight against that black eye ninja. Since then, he's had to work very hard to master it. Sharingan is very useful, eh?
That taijutsu Sasuke learned from Lee can't suddenly work against an opponent that even Lee himself couldn't defeat. So why did he have Sasuke master only taijutsu?
Kakashi said nothing about only mastering taijutsu. Do not underestimate Kakashi Sensei and his student Sasuke Uchiha. I feel pretty confident that they would have figured out a pretty effective game plan. Shikamaru and Naruto are still contemplating Gaara on the stairs. Naruto becomes convinced that he has to get Kakashi to stop the match. I guess he's worried that Gaara's will to kill is just too strong, and of course the boy does have an intense bloodlust, but if he were in Sasuke's position, there's no way he'd allow anyone to stop his fight. Meanwhile, Gaara creates a very hard shell around himself and draws first blood. Well, he causes the first blood to be drawn. We haven't seen Gaara fight yet, like hand-to-hand combat. I'm very curious to see his taijutsu skills. But that's not the point right now. The point is, how is Sasuke going to get around this defense? And of course, instead of walking up to Kakashi and calmly sharing his concerns, Naruto shouts for everyone to hear. Gaara believes killing is his reason for living, which means Sasuke could very well die. Inside the Dome of Sand, Gaara is reciting a jutsu. I'm not sure if recite is the right word, but I'm going for it. He's reciting a jutsu, and judging from Tamari's reaction, it's a pretty serious one.
Relax. No need to panic.
Huh?
You know, Sasuke and I weren't just goofing around. There's a reason we were so late getting here.
I am surprised by how much Naruto is panicking. Sasuke is really important to him, hey? The young Master Uchiha tries out a few attacks but can't get through the sand dome. Outside the village walls, Leaf Ninjas are on scout and unfortunately do not spot the massive sound and sand ninja forces. It's never just your imagination, guy. Always investigate further. Kakashi tells everyone to just shut up and watch Sasuke, who is readying some kind of special move. He's hanging out on the vertical wall like Spider-Man, and that is cool. Gaara, on the other hand, sounds very creepy and weird. I'm not going to say what his weird monologue makes me think of.
I'm going to rip it open, that's how you get it all out. Everything inside will come spilling out. I'm such a good boy, aren't I? Are you watching, Mother?
Yep, clearly he's going through something. Which makes Tamari and Kankuro act very un-ninja and discuss their secret plan loud enough for Shino to hear. This secret plan seems to be well underway as the Sand Ninjas are summoning something very large. A giant animal? A weapon? More ninja forces? We shall see. And how are they able to do this without the Leaf Ninjas noticing? Where are the ninja hounds? The attack that Sasuke has been preparing is Kakashi's Chidori, also known as Lightning Blade, which we first saw on the bridge against Zabuza. It sounds like 1,000 birds screeching, and I hate it so much. Makes me want to claw out my eardrums.
Wondered why I always insisted on training Sasuke myself. Now you know. It's because he's like me.
Seems Kakashi Sensei and Sasuke have a lot in common, more than just the Sharingan. Guy describes the attack as a jab, the ultimate assassin's weapon, so I'm guessing it's a one-shot and you're out type deal. Sasuke prepares the Chidori and charges, managing to penetrate the sand dome, but I'm not sure if he's reached Gaara. After all, he does have a giant eye floating in the sky, so I'm guessing he can see everything that Sasuke is doing. Kakashi's training has been very effective, and I wonder if Naruto is now behind. Sure, he can use the Fox's chakra, but that's not the same as mastering techniques. But maybe it doesn't matter if Naruto masters techniques in the same way, because he's got this huge Fox chakra power. I don't know. The Kazekage seems incredibly pleased by the way things are going, and that makes me concerned. He's rooting for Gaara, right? Also, the Chidori is also called Lightning Blade because Sensei once used it to cut a lightning bolt in half. That's so anime. Kakashi is so cool.
A dangerous technique, not to be taught lightly.
Yeah, you're one to talk. Right, Lee?
Oh, these senseis. Guy really isn't one to talk. And while I want to say they shouldn't teach their young students such intense techniques, the students are soldiers and will be in danger, so perhaps it's best that they have as many powerful skills at their disposal as possible. Naruto seems to be jealous, or maybe all riled up by how much stronger Sasuke has become. Sasuke landed the Chidori, and while he didn't one-shot Gaara, he has injured him, and Gaara screams at the sight of his own blood. judging from the Sand Ninja's reactions, I think Gaara has never been hurt like this before. A strange arm emerges from the dome, perhaps from Gaara himself. Whatever transformation he was going through fails because of his injuries and the shield crumbles. Sasuke is waiting to see what's going to happen next. Wise choice. Kabuto uses a genjutsu to put basically the entire stadium to sleep. He is very powerful. Some of the Leaf Ninja notice and release themselves from the genjutsu, including Sakura, which is notable, Clever Girl. The combined sand and sound attack begins, and it appears that we're going to get a Kage versus Kage fight. I imagine that would be very epic. I did want to know who would win, who would truly win the Gaara vs Sasuke fight, but more pressing matters are at hand. That's a bummer, but also, what in the world is going to happen now? Where is Orochimaru? This attack is being executed very well, and the Kazekage takes the Hokage hostage. And why was that so easy? He's the Hokage! But then he probably has something up his sleeve. But perhaps the biggest surprise of all is the appearance of Sound Ninjas with 6 arms. What kind of jutsu is that? And also, the super elite Amber Ninjas were infiltrated and defeated quite easily. Not a good sign.
Armed conflict resolves nothing. We should seek a resolution through negotiation.
Perhaps the fear of death makes one more cowardly with age. Sarutobi Sensei.
Okay, so they know each other? Or they don't know each other? Is the Kazekage's identity secret? Secondly, there's no negotiating with someone who wants a war because he wants to fight and train more soldiers so they can fight and then just be the strongest one, and I assume look for more people to fight and defeat. The Sand Ninja summoned a 3-headed snake monster, which is much worse than anything I was imagining, and must mean that Orochimaru is nearby. I kind of expected him to be riding the snake like some kind of serpentine steed.
His wound's worse than I thought, and his chakra is almost completely drained away.
You fool! It's all because you tried to transform before the signal was given. All right, for now you two take Gaara and tend to his wounds. As soon as his chakra has been restored, the operation will continue.
I like how Genma moves to stand between Sasuke and Baki. I'm not entirely sure how Temari and Kankuro feel about Gaara. There's so much fear in the way that they interact with him, it makes me wonder what is the balance between love and caring and fear and dread. Regardless, they take him and go. Genma sends Sasuke after them, giving him the mission to stop Gaara. It's not just a match now, it's the real thing, and he is a Leaf Village shinobi. Can Sasuke handle all 3 of them on his own? Kankuro hasn't fought at all. The Kazekage reveals that he intended to capture Sasuke, and why does everyone want Sasuke? I mean, I know the answer to the question. Either they want the Sharingan for themselves, or they want to use it through him. Heck, the Leaf Village wants to use it through him. The Hokage is like, oh, so that was your plan, and then the Kazekage takes off his face and it's Orochimaru! I was not suspicious of this at all. I really thought he'd be on the giant 3-headed snake. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense. Firstly, remember how spicy the Kazekage was, calling Hiruzen old and all that stuff? Also explains why he wanted to wait for Sasuke. And also explains why he was so surprised that Naruto could use the Fox Chakra, because he sealed Naruto's Fox Chakra, and he doesn't know that Jiraiya unsealed it. They were all so worried that Orochimaru took Sasuke, but he's been right here this whole time. And when did Orochimaru assume the Kazekage's identity? Did he do it just before this, or has he been pulling these strings for ages? Is he part of the reason that Gaara is so messed up?
You should have picked the 5th Hokage before now. Because 3rd Hokage, right here, right now, you are going to die.
Is it bad that I still find Orochimaru to be quite hot? Is his skin that white, or is he supposed to be wearing white makeup or face paint? Either way, the snake vampire is revealing sides to myself I didn't know existed. I'm almost rooting for him. What a fickle woman I am. And then to change the vibes completely, we cut to Iruka Sensei worrying about Naruto and hoping he won the fight. Then he feels bad because Neji is his former student too and he shouldn't play favorites. He's such a sweet guy. I hope he's able to protect all of his students.
Long ago, back when the 4th Hokage was decided, Orochimaru apparently put forth his own name for consideration. But his request was denied. That he didn't seem human to me. That he was just some creature that had taken on a human form. It was frightening.
How petty, Orochimaru. You're doing all this because they didn't want you to be Hokage? I hope there's a little more to the story than that. But then some people will burn the world down when they don't get exactly what they desire, or what they feel that they are owed. Guy and Kakashi are facing off against Kabuto and some sound ninjas, though Kabuto is hanging back. I'm looking forward to this. We haven't really seen Guy show his stuff yet. Sakura draws attention to herself by calling out for Sasuke, who is already gone. So the enemy attacks and Sensei is there in a flash to save her. He's so cool and handsome. We see the Leaf Ninjas defending their home, and it's so awesome to see all these Land of Fire ninjas using flame jutsu. Makes me feel patriotic. Hiruzen notices that Orochimaru has tears in his eyes and asks, are you incredibly happy or filled with sorrow as you contemplate killing your own sensei? How Shakespearean of you, Hokage.
I was feeling so sleepy, but now it seems I'm finally awake.
Gosh, I love this madman, and this villain music that plays for him is excellent. It's like organs or something. It's perfect.
I find it very interesting to watch things in motion. I get no pleasure when the world is still. But to me, such a thing is truly boring. So now, I want to put things in motion myself.
Well, we all find enjoyment in different things. No, but seriously, isn't this the scariest kind of person? Doing all these massively destructive things out of curiosity, to see if he can, to see what happens. In the stands, Kakashi congratulates Sakura on her genjutsu skills, saying that teaching her these skills was definitely worth his while. He asks her to wake up Shikamaru and Naruto because he's got an A-rank mission with their names on it.
I feel uneasy about that weird chakra.
Wait, seriously? Our 4th member is a puppy?
All right, listen, little girl. Don't you dare go around saying I'm just some cute puppy.
I was truly taken aback that the dog spoke, but then several animals have spoken, so perhaps I should not have been so surprised. What makes an animal be able to speak in Naruto? Akamaru doesn't speak, while he speaks in dog language that Kiba can understand. Is it only the ninja animals that can speak? Is the toad that Naruto summoned a ninja? Jiraiya's one didn't speak, but perhaps it just didn't have anything to say. Anyway, Sakura releases the genjutsu on Naruto, and just as she's about to do the same for Shikamaru, she sees that he's been awake this whole time and just didn't want to get involved. He does not care about Sasuke. I love his consistency. I was laughing a bit as this happened, and then Guy Sensei punched a guy right through a wall.
So fast! Not just fast, powerful.
Speed and power. Guy style. Kakashi wants them to stop Sasuke. I think Gaara's creepy chakra worries him. The little dog is quite the character and wishes he was cuter than he actually is, though there is an inherent cuteness in any dog. The Hokage and Orochimaru begin to fight, utilizing some cool jutsu I haven't seen yet. Orochimaru keeps calling him Sarutobi Sensei in quite a mocking tone. I look forward to the inevitable flashback of them as student and sensei. He also makes a snake come out of his mouth. Does he come from a snake clan the way that Shino comes from a bug one? Is his body full of snakes? Orochimaru and Sarutobi Sensei get serious and shed their cumbersome Kage robes, and Hiruzen does look quite formidable. I really wonder how this battle will go. His death would be extremely sobering and add weight to this entire situation. He did tell Anko that even he might not be able to defeat him. Orochimaru summons 2 long boxes and the Hokage stops him from summoning a third, and there are people inside of them, so these are coffins, not boxes. Oh no, what is he doing? Are these people dear to the Hokage? That would be very underhanded. Back at the academy, the students are being evacuated and Konohamaru keeps noticing a rainbow around the sun. Does that have something to do with Orochimaru? This sudden focus on Konohamaru makes me feel like his grandfather is going to die. I know this trick, Naruto. How dare you pull at my heartstrings like this?
Rainbows are beautiful, it's true, but they were once used to symbolize snakes, and it's said that they foretell the arrival of evil.
So that's a yes. It does have something to do with the Snake Man, who has summoned the first 2 Hokages to fight Hiruzen. That's really foul. Such desecration, Orochimaru. He's taking things too far. I know this is a serious moment, but these are the most attractive zombies I've ever seen. They seem to be more reanimated than zombified. They're not mindless and seem to be aware of what's happening to them, that they've been summoned to fight against their village, the village that they helped build. That's really horrible. That's a foul one, Orochimaru.
Whenever you live, there's always war.
Isn't it great?
Oh man, that is a sad truth. The episode ends with our ninjas in pursuit of Sasuke and the sound ninjas in pursuit of Naruto. Things are getting tense. Pakun the dog is very useful and is not only leading them to Sasuke, but can also tell that there are 9 ninjas pursuing them. Maybe if the Leaf ninjas patrolling outside the walls of the village when the Sand ninjas were planning their attack had some ninja hounds, we wouldn't be in this predicament now. Our Genin try to throw the ninjas off their trail but are unsuccessful. Shikamaru explains why an ambush wouldn't work and comes up with an alternate plan.
Look, tactics are about clearly grasping a tough situation and formulating the best plan. And right now, only one plan makes sense. A diversion that only looks like it's an ambush. So one of us is gonna stay behind.
Alright, I guess that I'm
the only one who can do it.
Shikamaru! Oh Shikamaru, you have the heart of a hero. I'm so proud they grew up so fast. He definitely has the motivation for this thing. As Sakura, Naruto and the dog continue on, she begins to doubt his intentions and whether or not they can trust him. And oh, Sakura, ye of little faith, just you wait and see. Shikamaru successfully leads the sound ninjas off their trail and captures them with his shadow technique. Unfortunately, he doesn't have much strength left. After all, the whole reason he gave up in his match with Tamari is because his chakra was low. He is unable to injure any of them because one stayed back and so isn't caught in his shadow and is protecting the others. And they can all see he doesn't have much strength left.
All I really wanted was to be just an average shinobi, making an average living. I'd marry a regular girl who's not super pretty or super ugly, retire when my daughter got married and my son became a successful ninja, and spend the rest of my days just playing shogi or go.
I have a similar dream, Shikamaru. Mine's not quite on track either, but hope is alive. His strength gives out and he releases the shadow position jutsu. He did it. He created a delay and allowed his friends to get away. And now he's in an extremely vulnerable situation. One of the sound ninjas gives an order to cut off his head, and all my fingers and toes are crossed. How is he going to get out of this one? Who is going to help him?
Well, I finally caught up with you guys.
Asuma, how did you...
Oh, he's so cool with his cigarette and his blade knuckle dusters. He feels so strong and solid, like his thing is powerful blows. There's so many ninjas being cool in the show. I should have watched it way earlier. The episode ends with Orochimaru and his reanimated Hokages facing off with Sarutobi Sensei, and things don't look good. Can one Hokage beat the combined effort of 2 others plus Orochimaru? It seems unlikely. He needs to get this barrier down so the Anbu can help him. Even though I'm on the edge of my seat, I'm going to end things here. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like it if you did, subscribe if you're new. I'm Kayla, see you in the next one. Bye!